So earlier today, very briefly, I discussed Netanyahu and Israel supposedly preparing for the U.S. to strike Iran. And I couldn't get over this the entire day. So, over the last year or so, we've had a lot of mind games being played with us. Um, Rumors of war is the only thing I could really describe it as because that's how absurd it was. I know I mentioned the retaliatory strike by Iran after Soleimani, and then Trump coming out and made this absolutely bizarre speech. If you guys want to go back and look into that, then you should, because he was breathing heavily. He was almost slurring his speeches. There was something off about the whole situation. And then Rouhani and crew, after that retaliatory strike, was like, oh, everything's fine. We got you back. Like, this is, I just can't get over it. And like, people's memories are so short. Like, the news is continuously flooded for months on end, beating your head, bashing in your head with this. I don't want to name it. You know why. You know what I'm talking about, and that's why I don't ever talk about it. Because I don't want to get my tiny little channel taken down. But people forget something that made no goddamn sense. No sense. Just like the strike on the oil tankers. It was like a Japanese oil tanker that happened several months prior, blamed on Iran. Were these like some sort of vain attempts to start a war? To me, it looks more like a conspiracy or a collaboration between one another instead of them being enemies. The way this looks like, it's like they're buddies. The enemies are buddies, which we know that the bankers funded both sides of the war during World War II, and that's a fact. That is not a matter of debate. I'm suspicious of this news. I'm taking it with a grain of salt because why would they publicly announce it if they really like plan some sort of strike? And wouldn't you want to keep it a secret? Like, then again, on the other hand, the situation is Trump is leaving office, right? They so Iran is already kind of on edge because of that. So that could be a reason why they publicly announced it, just to kind of like push them a little bit harder. And you know what? Maybe they're not They're probably not. I don't know. Like, on a political scale, they're probably not. A higher level, above what we see in public on television, there probably is collaboration. But I have to give, they're definitely a very patient group of people with the amount of sanctions and the amount of just absolute just slaps in the faces that we've been giving them for a long time. And I'm not promoting their regime whatsoever. It's wicked and evil. But I'm actually very happy and glad that some sort of restraint has been met. But it feels like it's an illusion of restraint. Like they're gonna just tag you along and dangle a carrot, and then one day out of the blue, it's like all hell has broken loose. That's exactly what I feel like this is leading to with this dark winter. And remember, we still have watch days before the year's end. We still have December 14th, the solar eclipse. We have the lunar eclipse on November 30th. And then we have Christmas time, which I'm suspicious of. But we can only hope that cooler heads prevail and the worst possible outcome comes to. But we also should be very prepared for the worst possible outcome. Which honestly, I don't even know how you'd prepare for that. You could be a prepper all you want, but trust me, I am one myself. It's tough. Like, and then Netanyahu's visit to Saudi Arabia, is he going to be colluding with them as well? Because they've been working together in Yemen, doing their destroying, killing people in weddings and all these civilians, and I don't even want to talk about it. It makes me sick. I don't know why I'm even talking about this. It's just this article. Okay, you can look it up yourself. Israel preparing. You know, there's something off about it. There's something off about this damn situation. Okay, I have to mention it. Have a good night.